Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today I'm going to be doing my annual Q&A, or I guess not annual, but weekly. So let's get right into this. I took the time to go all the way to the bottom of my questions today, and I have quite a few now. Nowhere near Quaman, obviously, he had like 12,000 or so. But I went back and, it's almost 2 months old questions, so let's get right into these. What if Cell killed Gohan in the Cell games? From Biowolf. Funny that I assume that they either asked this before or after I did that video. I mean, I don't remember seeing this question anywhere, but I did that video, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure you already saw it. What if Cell had become a hero at the end of the Cell games? Well, I don't see how that would happen, but that would be interesting. Fizzy Poo Bum plus milk equals 2. Yeah, the number 2 is what it equals. What if Frieza become a hero, and do you think his army would still be loyal to him? I mean, an extremely hypothetical situation where he becomes a hero, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't see why his army would be disloyal to him after that. Yeah. Do you think Trunks is gay? Because we never see him with a girlfriend or even see him go on any dates, and in the movie Super 13 he shows no interest in the models, and the reason for being there was never said. I think he was there for the fashion. Thoughts? Well, I'm not sure about future Trunks, but as far as the present Trunks, Kid Trunks going on and getting older, who later turned into the GT Trunks. At the end of Dragon Ball Z, in the 10-year time gap at the World Tournament, he was afraid of that big, clearly homosexual guy. I don't remember his name. I think it might have been like Atsuki or something like that. But if you guys know who I'm talking about, hell, I might even put a picture of him on the screen. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about future Trunks. I would assume not, that he's not gay, but if he is, that's whatever, man. But I don't think he is. What if instead of Vegeta getting hit by the Blutz waves and becoming a Golden Great Ape, they hit Charlie Sheen? This is from Amy. I mean, there'd be a lot of cocaine, definitely. And I guess he would probably be the strongest character in all of Dragon Ball. That's my best answer for that. Do you think we will someday see a what-if scenario where Cell absorbs Super 13 in a video game? I mean, I doubt it, but that'd be very interesting. I definitely would like to see what would happen there. But, I mean, I don't know exactly what would happen, because Androids 17 and 18 were specifically designed for him to be absorbed, by Cell. Or, he was built with the intent of absorbing those two specifically. So even though Android 13 kind of is implied to be a, cyborg like Android 17 and 18, I don't know if it necessarily would do a new transformation or anything like that. Though it was filler in the first Budokai game, do you think Cell's dream should have made it into the show as a full 20 to 25 minute episode? I mean, not really. I think scenes like that, and for those of you who don't know, Cell had a dream in Budokai 1 during the 10-day wait to hit the start of the Cell games, and basically in his dream, he had accidentally absorbed Krillin, and he had transformed into Cellin. And that definitely was an interesting scene and one of my favorite parts of any game for Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I don't think it would have been an episode, though, because those don't really fit in with the series, but it definitely was very fitting for the game. Harry Potter would crap himself if he had to deal with Baby from GT. Would he not? Well, yeah, considering Harry Potter is just a wizard, so... If every single human on Earth fused into one, do you think they could have had the power to kill Nappa and Vegeta? I mean, it depends what you're talking about in terms of fusion. I mean, if you're thinking they can all do like a fusion dance one after another, definitely. But, I mean, if you're saying Namekian style fusion, which they can't necessarily do, I mean, I guess, yeah, if you want to add all the humans' powers up on the planet, it would definitely be enough to defeat them and one, if it was one being at least. Let's see. Is it over? It's never over. Rules, same time placement. Canon / continuity isn't a factor. SSJ God stronger than SSJ 4. SSJ 3 Gogeta and Vegito, or / Vegito stronger than SSJ 4 Goku and Vegeta. Extended Edition Battle Gods, I'd have to perform the fusion again. With Vegeta, no, I don't even think that will give me a chance. I feel like I answered this before, but just to reiterate, I do believe that Super Saiyan 4 is stronger than Super Saiyan God. I know a lot of people disagree. And as far as Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta being, stronger than, I do think Super Saiyan 3 Vegito and Gogeta will be stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, definitely. But I mean, if you're asking, if you want to know if I think that Super Saiyan 3 Vegito would be able to beat Beerus, I definitely think so. I mean, people just assume when Goku made that statement. I mean, Goku just had gotten his ass beaten, and he made that statement, and he says, I don't even think that would work. I mean, he wasn't positive, and I don't think he was taking Super Saiyan 3 into account. I mean, you can say he was, but I don't think he was necessarily. I mean, if you really think about it, that would make Beerus hundreds and hundreds of times stronger than Goku, and I can't see that. Even though he flicked him with a finger, like away, guys, I mean, Vegeta was, I can't say he was doing good at all. Vegeta was doing terribly, but I've said this before, Beerus at that moment when he went to go fight the other Z-Fighters, he was very angry. And, Gohan arguably did better than Goku. And, I mean, Gohan should be weaker than Goku at this point, if Fakatsu no F, and, is any indication of that. So I think Beerus, like I've said in my, I said in a video, I did a video on if Beerus' power is, exaggerated. I mean, I definitely think that scene was a little bit for flair. I mean, you have to think how much hundreds of times stronger than someone would actually be. I don't see Beerus being at that level necessarily. I'm not saying Beerus is weak in any sense, not at all. He's very, very powerful, but I mean, to be hundreds and hundreds of times stronger than someone would be much more impressive feats in my mind than what he had displayed. Scenario: androids don't mess around. 17 and 18 kill the Z-Warriors on first contact. Androids kill Goku while still recovering from a virus. 17 doesn't interfere in Cell versus 16's fight, leading to 16 killing Imperfect Cell. Does 16 peacefully make him turn on, or peaceful way make him turn on 17 and 18 and become Earth Savers? Well, if you're saying that all the Z-Fighters die, basically, I mean, I don't think 16's gonna turn, because, I mean, he was pretty, I don't want to say loyal, but he was definitely in the same nature as, he was kind of on the same side as those two. I don't think he would turn on them necessarily. I mean, he didn't really start getting super peaceful, until he had finished his, I guess when he went to Dr. Briefs is when he really changed mostly. So I don't think that would happen. But that's an interesting scenario, but it's kind of difficult to answer, I suppose. What is your favorite attack from Dragon Ball? I mean, I know it's simple and classic, but it's gotta be the Kamehameha wave, man. I mean, it's gotta be that. What if Goku killed Master Roshi in his childhood by Gohan not picking him up and being raised by a crime lord who dies? What? David, I'm not... what if Goku killed Master Roshi in his childhood by Gohan not... I don't understand this necessarily. Are you saying Grandpa Gohan never finds Goku and he kills Roshi? I don't exactly know. I've been watching you since July or August, and you only had like 51 subscribers, and your channel grew so much because I took a break from DBZ and YouTubers like Black and Fist, Thundershot, and Quaman's Land. Even you, I took a break of so many channels because I used to watch them too much. Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know what subscriber you are specifically, and maybe you didn't even catch this Q&A because this was like a month-old question. But yeah, I appreciate you sticking around for that long, man. I mean, July is when I started doing YouTube. And yeah, I mean, I'm at 4,000 subscribers right now, so it's pretty insane. So I definitely appreciate you sticking around. Do you think the carpet matches the drapes when Goku and Vegeta go Super Saiyan? Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, considering the eyebrows change as well. So, yeah. Who is the strongest Saiyan, excluding Goku's and Vegeta's family and Broly? So you're asking, like, okay. So it's really down to Nappa, Raditz, and the other Saiyans that were alive? I mean, I guess King Vegeta. I mean, I don't. That's very strange. A very strange question, but I mean, you're basically excluding every Saiyan except for the Saiyans that are dead. But I guess I would say King Vegeta. What color is the dress? I'm just gonna skip this question now, Brooks. This is obviously he asked this when this was very popular. What do you think of Dragon Ball Z Light of Hope? Here's a link. I already did a video on it. You probably already saw it. Chi-Chi versus Mr. Satan? Definitely Chi-Chi. Why is Krillin's Destructo Disc so strong? Because it can cut through anything. Apparently, according to many sources, which, you know, I doubt it can cut through anything, but, you know, people say otherwise, apparently. Did King Vegeta care a little bit about Tarble? Probably not. I mean, I mean, if he got sent away. If Super Saiyan 4 Goku used Destructo Disc on Sin Shenron, could Super Saiyan 4 Goku kill Sin Shenron? I mean, I think I would assume so. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think Sin Shenron had any regeneration. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but I do remember Super Saiyan 4 Goku using the Dragon Fist on Omega Shenron, and you know that would have killed Omega if he didn't have regeneration from one of the other dragons. Vegeta 3 years Android Saga versus Kid Trunks. It's all about what Kid Trunks. I mean, if you're saying the Kid Trunks, well, 3 years, I'm guessing you mean, I actually don't know. If you mean like the beginning of the Android Saga where he fought 18, I'm gonna give it to Trunks after the Time Chamber training, definitely. Maybe even before, but I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking here, but hopefully that answers your question. Worst fight in Dragon Ball Z? I mean, you really have to be specific on what you mean by a fight. I mean, because there's not really a lot of bad ones. I mean, unless you guys think of any, but there's not really that many bad fights that come to mind. I mean, I don't count fights like, you know, pick our Hercule versus Cell is not a fight. I don't count that at all. I mean, if you want me to be honest, probably if I'm gonna use movies and filler here, I mean, it seems like a cop-out, but I mean, it wasn't very interesting to see the Bio Broly fight, I don't think. I'm not saying that's the worst one, but it wasn't it wasn't a whole lot interesting. So I guess Bio Broly, Goten, Trunks, 18, Krillin, Hercule versus Bio Broly, I guess. What do you think would happen if Future Cell managed to get into his perfect form by getting the 2 androids before Trunks did? This is from Burnout Fan 11. So you mean if Cell in the future timeline where Trunks went to go get the androids, and he turned perfect? I mean, Trunks would be finished basically, I would assume. But maybe not. I mean, if he went to his Ultra form, he might be able to beat him, because I mean, that would be a Cell that wouldn't have absorbed a lot of humans, I don't think. So maybe that would carry over to weaken his perfect form, and you know, maybe that would still give Trunks the edge, even with his Ultra form being slower. But I'm not sure. When Cell points to his head, he is showing that he has more intellect than Goku does. From Burnout Fan 11 again. No, he's I mean, he was doing it to say that, you know, he had his nucleus was intact or whatever, but I mean, in reality, every cell in his body has a nucleus. That's always been something people have been confused about, but I mean, it's basically the similar regeneration to Majin Buu, just not nearly as potent. I mean, Majin Buu can regenerate from smoke. So Okay, I gotta check my time here because I've been losing track of time. Well, we got a decent amount left. Hypothetical Piccolo fused with Kami in... Okay, this is for the Frieza saga. Piccolo fused with Kami in Nail versus Final Form Frieza, 100% if needed. Yeah, I mean, they would probably beat him. But, I mean, I can't see Piccolo fusing with Kami at that point ever. I don't think so, at least. I mean, maybe he would, but I don't think he would want to at that point specifically if he had to. But, I don't know, maybe. I mean, if he could, I would assume that it would probably be enough to beat him. But then again, actually, you know what? It actually probably wouldn't be. But we have to really figure out how the multiplier, or however the power gained from fusing with Kami works, because that's very complicated in itself. But you know what? I don't really think it would be enough. Considering, you know, he was around under a 2 million, and Frieza's estimated 100% to be 120 million. I don't see him getting a, multiplier that huge, to be honest with you. Piccolo End of Buu Saga versus Super Perfect Cell. Well, Super Perfect Cell definitely, and I mean, there's stuff that well, I'm actually not gonna say because I don't want to go to spoiler territory for Katsunoff, so I won't even mention it. Sorry if I got anyone's hopes up. Can you ask me one more question and follow me? Can you guys ask me more questions? And I guess he's talking to you, the viewers. Go look up David on Ask FM, I guess. I mean, if I remember, I'll leave a link to his Ask page. I mean, he asks a lot of questions, so I'll, give him a helping hand, I guess, if you guys want to follow him. With a new DBZ movie for Katsuno F coming out, what can we expect from Gohan? To me, he was always a great character that was put aside so that Goku could get the spotlight. Well, without giving any spoilers, he does, everyone in Katsuno F does their fair share of, help in the film, from what I understand. I mean, I haven't seen it, but from what I understand, everyone has their fair share of help in the film, so, he definitely does some things. Piccolo is one of my favorite characters. Why didn't Toriyama give him some new transformation so he could be almost the same level of Vegeta? Do you agree? From Japan fan. I mean, I don't think it's good writing to just give characters that are kind of out of their element at this point new transformations. I mean, people always complain that the humans and weaker characters don't get their shine, and I mean, there's really no way for them to. They're so weak. I mean, what are they gonna do? Give the humans a transformation or something? You know what I mean? I mean, Piccolo, it's kind of plausible, but what are they gonna do to make him get a transformation? There's nothing really for him. Piccolo's pretty strong as he is, and I think his strength is pretty reasonable for his character, so I don't think that's bad at all where he's at. I mean, Saiyans are strong for a reason. They have this special transformation that they can, power up. I mean, you can't make a human as strong as a Saiyan nowadays. You can still, for Katsunoff, they fight the Frieza soldiers, and that's a great opportunity to give them shine, and I think that's good writing, in my opinion. Not to, terribly write in transformations or power-ups for these characters that don't really, or shouldn't really have them necessarily. What would you like to see in a new Dragon Ball Z series? I would like to see hard choices, some new transformations, better character development and background. This is also from Japan fan. I agree with, hard choices. It's always fun to see, tension and, stressful situations in series. It's always really, I guess suspenseful to see stuff like that, and always interesting. Better character development. I mean, people always say that Dragon Ball Z had terrible character development, and I disagree completely, but Dragon Ball definitely had better. But to say Dragon Ball Z had bad is, I think that's not exactly correct, but if you think that, that's okay. But I mean, I disagree. Background, I don't know what you mean by that. I guess you mean describing the villains, maybe? And transformations, I don't really need to see new transformations necessarily. Just maybe powering up their current forms. It's really all we need. We don't need new transformations. I mean, that's where a lot of those fan-made Dragon Ball Z mangas kind of go wrong. But there are some good ones out there. What if Nappa got hit by Kienzan? And for those of you who don't know what the Kienzan is, it's the Destructo Disc, but that's the name that was in the manga and as well as Dragon Ball Kai. He would have died. I mean, it cut his face. So he definitely would have died. But what would happen after that? I mean, would have saved a lot of people's lives, definitely. But I'd have to give that some thought. But you know what? Well, I don't know if that's worth a topic, but I can definitely put that into consideration. I'd have to think about it after I finish recording this and all that stuff. But I'll answer 2 more questions here, guys, and then I'll end it off here. What I always have wondered, why didn't they use the Dragon Ball so the others get the Saiyajin DNA string as well, so they could get Zenkai boost as well? And how would this affect the series trend in that 28? You mean like the humans wanted to be Saiyans, or I don't know exactly what you're asking here. I mean, I doubt they could do that, but I mean, in Dragon Ball AF, Krillin wished to be a Saiyan because Goku had sex with Android 18 or something, and then Krillin becomes a Super Saiyan Infinity. Yes, I know it sounds crazy. I shit you not. That's apparently what happens. Krillin goes Super Saiyan Infinity, and I heard somewhere that he rips Goku's nose off and his hair, and he says, "This is what you did to me." And if that's true, guys, I mean, the video I'm doing on AF is going to be one of the greatest things in mankind history. So stay tuned for that. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to read Dragon Ball AF and suffer through all that, but, we all got to suffer through some things in life. Bojack versus Perfect Cell versus Deborah. Out of those 3, I mean, I would say Deborah, personally. I think Perfect Cell, even though he might be weaker, but we don't necessarily know if he's weaker than Bojack or not. It's hard to say. I mean, because they both were getting beat up by Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, and even though it's a movie and, they have to cut down the movie's length a little bit to, fit the length, Bojack definitely got beat way worse by Gohan as a Super Saiyan 2, but you could consider a Zenkai boost there. It's hard to say. And as far as Deborah, I think Cell would be able to hold his own with Bojack because he has the techniques. I think he'd be able to defeat Bojack because of regeneration and techniques if their powers are pretty close. Then when it comes to Cell and Deborah, I would give it to Deborah if it's just Perfect Cell, because Deborah was really holding back a lot of his energy in the series, and he was probably closer to Super Perfect Cell than Perfect Cell in my mind. So I definitely would say Deborah would win, especially because he has the spit. I don't know if Cell would have been able to react quick enough to dodge that. I mean, Piccolo didn't, and Piccolo's a very intelligent fighter, but I mean, Cell could possibly break off a part of his body. I mean, in Multiverse, I believe what happened was Cell ripped it. I think he got hit with a spit, and I think he ripped his own head off to get out of it, and that's definitely a possibility. I mean, I believe that's what happened in Multiverse, but I haven't been keeping up with Multiverse very much. But that's been the Q&A for today, guys. Thanks for sticking around and always asking me questions and stuff. But I appreciate you all watching, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, as I say, and I'll catch you later. I messed up. I'll catch you later.